What's good, crypto fam? It's your boy JV. Be sure to say hello in the live chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis on the Bitcoin price action. And breaking news just in, it's official. President Nayib Bukele is more popular than the Pope. And did you know that since 2013, Max Kaiser began begging the Pope to adopt Bitcoin at the Vatican? We'll also be discussing a very bullish on-chain metric, which shows Bitcoin set for much higher prices, according to crypto analysts, as well as the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, Mr. No Clarity Gary, seeks fresh $109 million funding to regulate the crypto Wild West. We'll also be discussing U.S. presidential candidate Robert Kennedy proposing to back the dollar with Bitcoin, as well as ending taxes on Bitcoin transactions. We're also going to be discussing Crypto Trader says that $55,000 Bitcoin is on the horizon. I'll be sharing his timeline, as well as AI, artificial intelligence, has the potential to send the Bitcoin price to over $750,000 per BTC, according to the BitMEX co-founder, Arthur Hayes. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on daily premium crypto news alerts and notifications every single day. And with that being shared, fam, welcome to everyone just tuning in. This is pod episode number, guess what? 1347. I'm your host JV, and today is July 20th, 2023. And checking out the market watch, we were pumping this morning but started to correct more recently. You can see Bitcoin down 1% currently, but still maintaining above $29,700. We have Ether also in the red, trading just under $1,900, with XRP amongst the biggest one dumping, but it was also the biggest gainer as of yesterday. It hit like 85 cents, which is like a new yearly high, but nonetheless, it's currently back under 80 cents. And a lot of the altcoin market is also in the correction mode. We're also going to check out CoinMarketCap here. As you can see, the current crypto market cap is sitting at $1.2 trillion, with roughly 37.4 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance at 48.3% and the Ether dominance at 18.9%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Chainlink whopping run right now, up 16%, trading back above $8. I haven't seen a run on Chainlink like this in a very long time. We also have Synthetics up 5%, trading at $2.90. And yes, this is a live show, fam. I see in the chat, is this live? This is live each and every day, 7 days a week. That's right. Now, XDC Network is also up 5%, trading at roughly 3.8 cents. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past week, clearly Link leading the pack, 16%. And the biggest losers include EEGLD, down about 7%, as well as Solana, down over 5%. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 56 in greed. Yesterday was a 50 neutral, last week a 57 in greed, and last month a 49 neutral. So there you have it. And welcome to y'all just joining us. How many of you recently took advantage of this dip? Let me know. Holla at your boy. And at the end of the show, I'll be reading everyone's comments out loud. But now let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts and what's popping with the King Crypto. Here we go. Bitcoin failed to hold above 30,000 after the July 20th Wall Street Open, with one analyst forecasting a return to range lows. Here you're looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour candle chart as the price sinks through 30,000 and sitting at 30,400. The simple moving average provided the day's high for Bitcoin, with the market then retracing its intraday progress entirely. And reacting to market action, crypto analyst Mikhail Van de Popp shared the following: not breaking the crucial area, seems like we're going to have another sweep of the low for Bitcoin. And quoting another analyst, Dan Crypto Trades, he says that open interest is rising sharply near these levels, likely more volatility ahead for Bitcoin. Stay safe. And as Michael Saylor says, volatility equals life force, and we know the force is strong with BTC. Now, Bitcoin has been finding support on the bottom of the range and the 4 hour 200-day moving average and exponential moving average. He continued in a further tweet about the 4 hour 200 period moving average and exponential moving average. Quoting him again, so far the bounce has not been very convincing yet, and the lower time frames are extremely choppy. 30,500 and 29,500 remain my levels of interest for the short term. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. And quoting Material Indicators, another analyst, he says a hard rejection from technical resistance at the 21-day moving average and more ass stacking at 31,000 could indicate things are getting toppy for the moment. The bulls need to regroup here and gather the herd if they want a legit chance to stampede past those sell walls. So there you have it. I mean, it's inevitable, only a matter of time. We break past 32. There's nothing but thin air really on the order books between that and 40,000. Just wanted to point that out. Now looking at the macroeconomic events on July 20th, focusing on strong tech earnings along with the slowdown of U.S. jobless claims. The impact of the U.S. dollar was pronounced with the U.S. dollar index gaining ground near 101 for the first time in several days. So today, initial jobless claims was less than the previous and forecasted, so that the trajectory expected for increasing layoffs, which is slower but good for the US dollar. Now, let me know again how many of you are currently bullish on Bitcoin. Now, I found this very interesting. Max tweeted, shout out to Max Kaiser, President Nayib Bukele is more popular than the Pope. He says, reminder, I tweeted to the Pope, and he's quoting or talking about Pope Francis, by the way, several years ago to adopt Bitcoin at the Vatican, and he never got back to me. Let me find those tweets. And lo and behold, he found those tweets. Check this out. This is back from 2013. He says, I was begging the Pope to adopt Bitcoin. The Pope tweeted the following: the cross is the price of true love. Lord, give us the strength to accept and carry our crosses. Max responds, Pope, disagree. I think Bitcoin is the price of true love. We need strength to buy and put into cold storage our Bitcoin. So much respect to Nayib Bukele and Max Kaiser, and not a good look for the Pope. He could have took advantage of Bitcoin back in 2013. Obviously missed the boat, no pun intended. But anyways, fam, with that being shared, now let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss some on-chain analysis and metrics showing Bitcoin set for much higher prices, which is always a fabulous thing to talk about. So yeah, let's dive into this right here. A popular analyst thinks that one particular on-chain metric bodes well for Bitcoin's future price action. We're talking about Invest Answers. He looks at an absorption chart from the crypto analytics firm Glassnode and defines the metric as a comparison between the yearly rate of exchanges balance change to the volume of Bitcoin mined over the same period. Here's what Glassnode had to share. This provides a relative measure of the amount of new issuance, which was theoretically absorbed by this cohort. Note that values over 100% are possible as coins can be transferred from other investor cohorts. Now, he also goes on to share, this is Invest Answers now, when the absorption rate is negative, like you see there on the right, this means Bitcoin is being withdrawn from the exchanges, net drainage. A lot more is being pulled off than there is being deposited. Now, a negative absorption rate is usually seen as a bullish sign because it indicates less selling pressure, suggesting investors are holding on to their Bitcoin instead of selling it on the exchanges. That's right. You know what I mean? Take advantage of that and hold on to your sats. And in this case, this is so important that the current yearly Bitcoin absorption rate for exchanges is minus 100%, which is definitely a bullish indicator. And to watch this a little deeper, this analysis from Invest Answers entitled, Are You Still Early in Bitcoin? This data is shocking. Check the show notes below the video in the description. And now let's discuss our next story of the day. And that's the latest with Gary Gensler wanting to regulate the so-called crypto Wild West and basically put in a proposal from the government to receive $109 million to do so. Not a good look. Likely, how do you think he would spend this money? Obviously enforcing more unlawful actions from the SEC. But anyways, it's interesting to talk about this. And this is Gary right here. Mr. No Clarity Gary, the chairman of the SEC. Now, Gary, the controversial U.S. SEC Commission chairman, recently sounded the alarm on the uncharted territory of the crypto market. In a bold move to rein in the untamed nature of these digital finance landscapes, Gary addressed a panel of senators imploring them to allocate an extra $109 million for his agency's enforcement budget. This request, if Congress approves it, would elevate the SEC's enforcement budget to an impressive $1.4 billion, signaling a relentless commitment to curbing potential abuses and safeguarding the public from the complexities of the crypto realm. So they say. His call for increased funding is not a mere bureaucratic gesture, but a plea for the necessary resources to bring order and clarity to the otherwise chaotic landscape. Law and order. Yeah, sure. On July 19th, before the Subcommittee on Financial Services and General Government U.S. Senate Appropriations Committee, Gensler in a speech emphasized the critical role of the SEC in safeguarding consumers and highlighted the dynamic evolution of the markets in recent years. Gensler wasted no time highlighting the pressing concerns surrounding the crypto market, describing it as the Wild West, characterized by rampant noncompliance and operating as a highly speculative asset class, and recognizing the need to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of tech and the presence of malicious actors such as Scam Bankman-Fried he was doing business with behind closed doors, just saying. He urged the committee's support in providing the necessary tools to address these emerging challenges effectively and in pursuit of upholding market integrity and investor protection, so they say. Gensler made a compelling plea to ensure the SEC's adequate resources, acknowledging the growth and transformation of financial markets. He sought the committee's backing to bolster the agency's capacity to oversee the rapidly expanding crypto realm effectively. Now, in your humble opinion, let's just stop right there. Do you feel if Gensler received $109 million that he would do the right thing to protect crypto investors, or do you think he would continue to harm crypto investors? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. At the end of the show, I'll read everyone's comments out loud, giving everyone the opportunity to have their opinions and thoughts and comments heard. But I just find this very fascinating. I don't trust Mr. No Clarity Gary as far as I can throw him. And yeah, they front the SEC. We're here to protect the investors, but obviously they're not here to protect the investors, because look at all the unlawful action they have against major exchanges right now. Coinbase, we got Binance, especially Binance US recently, Gemini with the Gemini Earn program. Kraken had to pay a $30 million fine. The XRP lawsuit, which lasted 3 years, we just got some clarity that XRP got a victory in the sense that it wasn't sold on exchanges to investors as an unregistered security, as Mr. No Clarity Gary claimed. But at the end of the day, the damage has already been done. I don't trust this man. I hope Congress does not give him $109 million, and I hope they clean up their act. But what are your honest thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I love these comments coming. Gary should request the extra $109 million to be payable in Bitcoin, says Glenn. Gensler would take the money, buy Bitcoin, and move to El Salvador. Gary has a track record that isn't that great. Black eyes, Gary. Yeah, so you already know how we feel about Mr. No Clarity Gary. But anyways, fam, now for our next story of the day, let's discuss the latest with Kennedy Jr., who is running for president, and he is embracing Bitcoin, at least really strongly trying to get that Bitcoin vote, because some of the things he's proposing are very beneficial to Bitcoin hodlers. So yeah, let's break this down here. And shout out to Robert Kennedy Jr., sharing his plans for Bitcoin if he is elected in the November 2024 election. Here we go. During a speech at the Heal to Divide event, the nephew of the former president, John F. Kennedy Jr., who was assassinated by a 3-letter organization, just saying, his administration will exempt the conversion of Bitcoin to dollars from capital gains tax. That's right. He says there are downsides to this policy, but that the U.S. will reap benefits that can dwarf the disadvantages. Quoting him here, the benefits include facilitating innovation and spurring investment, ensuring citizen privacy, incentivizing ventures to grow their business, and tech jobs in the United States rather than in Singapore, Switzerland, Germany, and Portugal. Kennedy says that removing taxes on Bitcoin will help protect civil liberties. I couldn't agree more there. There should be no taxes on Bitcoin. For real. Quoting him again, non-taxable events are unreportable, and that means it will be more difficult for governments to weaponize currency against free speech, which, as many of you know, is one of my principal objectives. Now, the environmental lawyer says the idea is similar to the Clinton administration policy that exempted e-commerce from taxes. Quoting him here, Silicon Valley is largely a result of that policy. It was very controversial in the beginning, but the outcome of that policy was really important. Exempting Bitcoin from exchange taxes is almost a perfect analogy for that. We ought to be doing that in the United States. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Now, Kennedy says he also wants the US dollar to be back with Bitcoin, through which the King Crypto can help save the greenback, which he recently proposed. Quoting him here, the Kennedy administration will begin to back the US dollar with real finite assets such as gold, silver, platinum, and Bitcoin, which is the world's hardest liquid asset, to strengthen the US dollar and guarantee its continued success as a world reserve currency. This will include US Treasury bills, notes, votes and bonds. So there you have it. Do you feel if he was elected president that he truly have the power to make that happen, backing the US dollar with Bitcoin? I think it's a great thought. I just don't see the powers that be allowing that to happen. But nonetheless, it's a very interesting proposal. I strongly agree that Bitcoin transactions should be non-taxable events. That's why I live in Puerto Rico, just FYI. If you don't know, now you know. But anyways, fam, let me know your honest thoughts and who you're going to be voting for if you're currently in the United States for the president, which is around the corner next year, the same year as the Bitcoin halving, believe it or not, only 9 months out. Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And now let's break down our next story of the day. Crypto Trader says that a 55,000 Bitcoin is on the horizon and shares his timeline. That's right, we're talking about Rec Capital. He says the next Bitcoin halving is scheduled for April 2024. Facts. When miners' rewards are cut in half. Quoting him here. Now we know that Bitcoin tends to enjoy lower prices prior to the halving. So if you look at this blue vertical being the pre-halving prices, then of course, even if this price is lower than these prices and these prices, even the old-time highs are lower pre-halving prices than post-halving. And you can see this across the time that we actually break beyond a major all-time resistance here in the immediate months after the halving. So the same will happen here post-halving. We are going to break the $55,000 region in the immediate months after the halving, as we have seen in the past. So pre-halving prices are always good to be lower than post-halving prices, and that's just been a cyclical thing, a cyclical reoccurring theme in the Bitcoin price history. He makes a great point there, and he also goes on to share, even on Bitcoin's recent move up, the mini parabola continued to act as resistance. Bitcoin has since rejected and has even lost a multi-day higher low, which is the dotted blue line here in this chart. Now at green support, lose this green level, and the orange could be next over time. And as you can see here, that orange line up on the top is 33,001, and on the bottom, that orange line is currently sitting at 29,200. So those are the levels to watch out for. And to watch this full analysis from the analysts, check the show notes below the video in the description and let me know if you agree or disagree. And again, shout out to everyone out here in the comments. Stizzle says every institution is corrupt. I ain't arguing with that. And Paul reminds us all to BTFD, buy that freaking dip. That's what's up, fam. Now for our breaking story of the day. Y'all ready? AI taking over the world, the fastest growing technology, even faster than Bitcoin. It went from 0 to like 100 million users in a matter of months. And even Michael Saylor, very bullish in the future of AI. We know that it's already achieving remarkable things, and AI even now has the know-how to use Bitcoin as the native currency. And Arthur Hayes is saying, it's a no-brainer. AI, of course, has chosen Bitcoin as the native currency, and this alone can drive the price towards $1 million per coin, and the exact prediction is 760,000. But now let's break this down, shall we? And shout out to the former BitMEX CEO, Arthur Hayes. So he recently wrote an essay titled Massa, M-A-S-S-A, and it concluded that the AI revolution would naturally gravitate towards King Crypto. That's right. Despite fiat currency regimes being destined to become even more dysfunctional in the future. Facts. There is one burgeoning economic sector that will only go from strength to strength, and that is artificial intelligence, better known as AI. And while this nascent sector in 2023, the coming decades will see an explosion of AI-related implementations that will make it ubiquitous and unavoidable. Quoting him here, recent advancements in computing power have brought us to the cusp of the hockey stick moment. That's when we go parabolic, in which AI will go viral and change the course of humanity virtually overnight. And he went on to share, in only 2 months, ChatGPT reached 100 million active users, making it the fastest adopted technology in human history. That's a fact. So just imagine how quickly everything is going to change as AIs are integrated into everyday life and continue to learn and improve. That's right. And when it comes to integration, the financial solution on the table, first and foremost, he says, will not be the tailor-made AI-focused altcoin. It will be Bitcoin instead. I agree there. Why would they be messing around with alts? The reason, an accompanying theory states, is that AI will view Bitcoin's inherent qualities, including an immutable fixed supply, digital scarcity, and its status as energy money, as the logical choice. Quoting him here, an AI is unlikely to allow itself to rely on anything that a human government operates. Therefore, only gold and Bitcoin are suitable. A tie between gold and Bitcoin, Hayes continued. Bitcoin is thus the logical currency choice for any AI. It is purely digital, censorship resistant, provably scarce, and its intrinsic value is completely electricity cost dependent. There is nothing in existence today that comes even close to challenging Bitcoin on these aspects. I agree with them 100%. Let me know your thoughts. And now let's discuss the path towards $1 million Bitcoin price action. From around 30,000 today, the real effect of AI should kick in around 3 years' time. After that, Hayes said it could be around another decade before the network value boost from AI alone sends Bitcoin to nearly $1 million. Quoting him here, I believe the peak of the range growth investing will occur in the 2025 to 2026 timeframe. Therefore, the goal of my predictions regarding the future price of Bitcoin is to form a narrative that takes hold before then. And depending upon the scale of that investing, the Bitcoin price action could see up to $760,000 per coin. Send it. Let's freaking go. And he continues, remember, the market will overpay for Bitcoin network growth in it. Believes there is a possibility that my assumptions could be true in the future. And he concludes, the most money is made when the market price adjusts from can never happen to maybe it could happen. That's right. So there you freaking have it. Hayes is well known for his bullish long-term perspective on Bitcoin, recently championing $1 million price tag as the function of fiat currency disintegration. So there you have it. First and foremost, let me know if you agree or disagree with Arthur Hayes regarding Bitcoin becoming the native currency of choice for AI and AI boosting the Bitcoin price action towards that $1 million mark. That doesn't even consider the Bitcoin ETFs on the table from BlackRock. That alone can send the Bitcoin price to 7 figures. So things couldn't be more bullish for the king crypto in my humble perspective. But let me know your 2 Satoshis. And now for some live Q&A. Massive shout out to everyone here out in the live chat. Welcome Bitcoin Maximus. Welcome Barn Casino. Lots of jobs will be lost with AI. That's right, Juan Romero. In fact, many jobs have already been lost due to AI, I would say. I mean, look at the technology. It's going to put a lot of people out of business, obviously. We need to change the communist states of America with voting this next election, says Dankness. Be sure of their policies and do your research, fam. 100% sage advice. I appreciate you chiming in and tuning in, supporting the channel as always. What's up, Paul P? Says AI is both exciting and scary. Agreed 100%. Robert agreed, JFK Jr. Word up. Come with me if you want to live. Quoting the Terminator, Juan Romero. Completely feel you where you're coming from. Arthur Hayes, 100%. Agreed, says Maximus. The mere announcement of RFK's plan is bullish. Even if never implemented, it puts the world on notice that the global game theory is in effect. I agree with you there. MK Miss Still Stacking, 100%. Very wise words. Appreciate you tuning in. AI will own Bitcoin before the United States government. LOL. Dankness shared. More than likely, right? But anyways, the United States government realistically already holds a lot of Bitcoin because they seize so much of it from like the Silk Road days, and then they sell it in auctions. I mean, for example, Tim Draper bought a big bulk of the Bitcoin from the U.S. government, I think back in 2013, very long time ago, got it at a discount. But yeah, if the United States government was smarter, they'd be stacking them sats. You already know. And especially with the Bitcoin game theory in full effect and countries competing around the world, especially with El Salvador already making Bitcoin a legal tender. You know what I mean? Tony Jeffries in the building, listening on the phone. Computer is on the blanc. Completely understand, do what it do. Shout out to Liverpool. Much love, much respect to all my people out there in the UK. That will mean AI will adopt, yeah, more than likely, Dankness. It does seem this way. Glenn says, reminder to everyone here waiting for the show, it's not too early to click the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate that reminder. He says, if you don't like it when it starts, you can always undo it then. Great point. Much love. It helps out tremendously. It's the greatest compliment you can do, and it's free. So everyone can do that. You just need to be signed into your YouTube account. There's probably like 25% of the people who watch who just don't bother signing in. But if you can sign in, smash the like, drop a comment, help support the channel, interact in the live chat. It goes a long way. So I greatly appreciate that reminder, Glenn. Much love, much respect. Today is a bad day for crypto, says Bro Gone. Hashtag Red Dead. Well, it's a big correction day, which is a great time for accumulating. So take advantage of it. Satwise says, good day. Welcome, Satwise. Good to see you. Baz Dragon, what's up? Evening fan from Baz. It is short for Barry. Oh, okay. Good to note. JV was asking, is it Baz or Boz? That is right. So I'm going to go with Baz, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm still saying it wrong, correct me again. There's a little dip, but I am out of the spare fiat. Don't you hate it when that happens to everyone else? BTFD before BlackRock does. Keep it in the fam. 100%. That's right. We'll have the opportunity to front run major institutions and ETFs. So let's get to cracking because we know what's coming. MJ points out, I'll have to see what happens when BlackRock, Fidelity, Invesco, ARK Invest, and others get approved for a spot Bitcoin ETF. We'll know right away if the buyers can overpower the sellers. Great point. And we shall soon see. Hopefully, we get an approval in the United States sooner than later. Obviously, if that happens before the Bitcoin halving, scheduled to be sometime in April of next year, that is massive because the SEC has to respond to those applications beforehand. There is a deadline, so that can be the perfect storm. I'm anticipating fireworks, and I'll just leave it at that. What's up? North or South Island? Baz is asking. Bazabumbo. Cal Chahal, what's good? How's your day, JV? My day is going well. Beautiful day with my fam. I'm enjoying it and just appreciate sharing this news each and every day with you. Let's go. If buyers can overpower the sellers, Bitcoin will 1 million Dogecoin instead of ride that train to $1.50. Zap says Washington, D.C. in the house while I make my way back to North Carolina, smashing that like button and ringing that bell for all the latest on the #1 crypto news show. Greatly appreciate that, fam. Much love. CMG says, JV, let's freaking go. Let's go. Shout out to Nayib Bukele, 100%. He is the man. Great to be here, says Houdini Crypto. JV, salute. Salute, fam. To all the Bitcoiners out here. And yes, this is live. Of course, Juan Romero. We live each and every day. Just passing through, but nice weather here. That's what's up, Zap. Good to note. Glenn, JV, tiny advice. When you start the stream, don't start talking immediately. Those of us with YouTube commercials cannot hear. Oh, I never even thought of that. I'm living in like my own different reality because I have a premium YouTube membership for $9.99 a month. I forgot about commercials. I honestly was thinking a show was commercial free. Like I completely forgot anyone sees commercials because I haven't seen a YouTube commercial in years. So I appreciate that. So you're saying if I wait a few seconds, everyone will be able to see from the very beginning because I didn't realize that. How long are the commercials? Is it just 3 seconds and you can skip? Enlighten me, please. And it's good to note. But I would highly suggest if you don't like commercials and you want a commercial-free experience, it's definitely worth the $9.99 a month premium membership. I don't watch TV. I'm a YouTuber, so my entertainment is just YouTube. So everything I do is on YouTube, and I don't want to waste my time watching commercials personally. So if you're able to get that premium membership, you just never have to deal with it ever again. But thanks for the heads up and reminding me because I totally forget that myself. Also, there is a delay with going live and from what I see. So sometimes I hit the live button, and it doesn't actually start the stream for like 30 seconds, and it's me guessing when it's picking up, and I don't know because I don't have the proper studio equipment, but I did order that proper studio equipment, and it's going to be coming here in the next couple of weeks, and I guarantee you it's going to take the show to the next level. So if I already have the #1 crypto podcast daily, it's going to be above and beyond, so I'm looking forward to that. JV totally jumps on live after getting pumped in the gym. No, I don't. I didn't work out today. I didn't work out yesterday. The day before, my workout was a 5-mile run. I've been slacking. There's a lot going on, but I definitely don't pump before my show. When I do pump, it's at nighttime. I don't know why. I'm not a morning pumper. I'm a nighttime pumper. First thing I do in the morning, walk my dog, relax, and then I start researching the crypto news for the show in the afternoon. And then after I finish my work, I worry about working out and eating and all that kind of stuff. So you know my schedule. Give JV some love for his daily dedication by smashing that like button. Thank you, Dankness. Yesterday, the NASDAQ, the prominent tech-forward U.S. stock exchange, announced it's calling off plans to launch a crypto custody service. Interesting. Much more coming on this. Thank you for sharing, Kevin Dittler, and thank you for tuning in. Houdini, salute from El Salvador. That's what's up. Bitcoin City, land of the great patriot and Bitcoiner president, Nayib Bukele, live from Puerto Rico. Great YouTuber, JB is the best of Bitcoin. Houdini Crypto. Word. Greatly appreciate the support, fam. Much love. Much respect. Dips are an opportunity. Added 1,000. Worth earlier. That's what's up. Tony, keep stacking them stats. Well done. Bitcoin is crap, says the Grinch. What do you guys think about that? But it's fitting with the username, the Grinch. Anyways, what's up, fam? Have you ever thought about a Bitcoin price 5 halvings from now? I don't know if you're trolling me, Crypto Rome, but I haven't. 5 halvings, that's 20 years from now. Woo! I'm going to guess and assume the dollar doesn't exist, that all fiat currency crashes to zero against Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is only valued in gold. I don't know. Price action, I don't even know where to go. But I think you're trolling me, so it's all good. Bitcoin is solid. It's meant to be attacked. That's right. And the more you attack it, the stronger the network gets. Facts. Bitcoin is going to be on sale. My guess, September will be the lowest price historically. Send it. Let's go. Shout out to Robert Brady. Appreciate you tuning in. I love me some Bitcoin. Look at the 1 year and 5 years. Yo, that's what's up, Mikey. Got to have a long-term perspective. Pope Bukele or Pope Buckle. What? You never missed the boat with Bitcoin. 100%. Welcome, Michael Volkman. Good to see you, fam. When liquidity gets low, the price pumps. Pump it up. This is good signs. Word up. Welcome, Bitcoin Trini. Good to see you. Mikey likes it. What's poppin'? Michael, word up. Welcome. Glenn, Gary should request the extra 109 million payable in Bitcoin. Agreed. True Bitcoiner doesn't support altcoins regardless of gains due to the advertising fight against Bitcoin, says Kelvin Watson. Appreciate you tuning in, Kelvin. RFK is dedicated. He proves it with his workout routine. I must say, I respect him on a whole new level because I work out maybe for the past 6 years. I've been very consistent with working out. I've had a transformation I'm very proud of. And it more than anything, it's about the mindset. It makes your mind bulletproof. Being able to discipline yourself to stand the torture of working out on a daily basis. So seeing him pumped up, I don't know how old that man is. I'm going to guess between 60 to 70. Just a guess. I have no clue. But dude is ripped. If I can look like that when I'm his age, win, gains. So much respect. You can't say the same for Biden or any other U.S. presidential, recent president that I have ever seen. I have never seen a buff president, so much respect. DS Flat, welcome, says Satoshi Vision is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an imposter. Craig Wright is in an appeal court in the UK trying to gain copyright of Bitcoin code. Is there a Black Swan Toshi event coming? Maybe. We should find out next year. We shall see. How could any Bitcoiner vote for anyone but RFK? Well, there are other people who allegedly are pro-Bitcoin. DeSantis is running as a Republican. Again, presidential candidates can say anything they want to get your vote. It doesn't mean they have the power or authority to do what they say, but I'd love to believe they can. For example, DeSantis says, if he is elected president, on day one, he will nick central bank digital currencies. But that doesn't mean he has the power to stop them. They can just override what the president says because the president is just a puppet for the elite. You know what I mean? True power is never in the public eye. Some people don't understand that. They're like, oh, the president has all the power. No, the power is behind closed doors. BlackRock has the power. Who controls BlackRock? That's the million-dollar question. Probably whoever controls BlackRock controls the president, I would guess. You know what I mean? Just saying. Kennedy is the next U.S. president. No taxes on Bitcoin. Vote is important. Next U.S. presidency. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't a Bitcoiner vote for him? He knows what to say. Hey, I'm going to end taxes on Bitcoin. I think every Bitcoiner is going to be like, sign me up for our new president. But wouldn't it be ironic? Let's hypothetically say Kennedy Jr. gets the most votes by a landslide, and then they just pull more shenanigans like they did 4 years ago, and they say, oh, Biden got more votes than Obama when he ran for president again. Sorry, Kennedy Jr. lost. What are you going to do about that? They've already gotten away with it last time. Don't you think they could do that again if they wanted? I mean, the dude literally falls asleep during conversations. He can't stand up, just falls over. He's nibbling on little girls. Like, we live in a clown world, fam. Any president, in my humble opinion, would be way superior to Sleepy Joe. And now you know the nickname Sleepy Joe. The dude just falls asleep. You know what I mean? Crazy. Gensler will be waiting on a grassy knoll for RFK. Ramza, that's another guy running. Vivek, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Ramaswamy. Someone help me with that pronunciation. But Vivek, that's another guy who says he's pro-Bitcoin. Adam, too, looking for some blue Maximus. Word up. I love his proposals, but I don't see the entire Congress and Senate agreeing with flushing the career politicians. Exactly. We've seen this play out before. What did Trump say last time when he was running for president? Crooked Hillary, drain the swamp. And virtually everything he said he was going to do, he didn't do and/or didn't have the power to accomplish. Hillary isn't in prison. He promised he was going to lock up Crooked Hillary. which we all wish would have happened. But guess what? Hillary's still going strong. So for all we know, they're a part of the same secret society. Just saying. You know what I mean? Do some research on the bloodlines of the Illuminati. You know what I mean? Look up the background of Trump. He has roots Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Look that up, fam. It's very fascinating to dive down that rabbit hole if you're interested. I might have to write in this time around. Word up, BTFD, word up. Keep stacking them sats. Every institution is corrupt. Word up, Stizzle. I feel where you're coming from. I wish Bitcoin had no tax on trades. It limits the true price that people always are scared of the taxes they accrue. Good point. I know. I've been there. 70,000, LOL. Never sold a single sat. And I'm glad because I know the cycle. Yeah, so you're smart. You're like, screw those taxes. I don't want to pay capital gains tax, especially, you know. So you haven't sold any crypto. Therefore, you're a hodler. So that's a good thing. It makes stronger diamond hands. Rock and roll player, Bitcoin Maximus love Bitcoin. I own 51.85. No need to share how many Bitcoin you hold. I already read it out loud. So it is what it is. But fantastic. You're doing quite well. Just hold on to that stash. You know what I mean? RFK should run as an independent candidate, says Robert O'Connor. Agree, but I think they understand that unless you run as a Republican or Democrat, your chances of winning are slim to none. But correct me if I'm wrong. When has an independent candidate won a presidency? I don't recall in my lifetime, but maybe it has, and I'm just can't think of it. But I can't think of any. Also, there's other people like Dr. Shiva who's running independent. I love what he has to say. I feel he is the real deal, but the likelihood of him actually winning, probably very slim to none, but who knows? Also, I think Marianne Williamson is running. Is she running as a Democrat or is she running, I don't really know. If anyone can clarify that, I forget. AI is both exciting and scary. It truly is. My future wife, nurse, and pleasure bot will be AI. I think a lot of ours will. Lots of jobs will be lost with AI. Barnes says agree. Skynet could be a warning. Word up. Crypto Rome, absolutely, bro. Should I 100x short Bitcoin since it is dumping? 100x. You'd have to have some balls to do that. If you want to donate your funds to the crypto exchange, feel free to do so. It's like gambling, I would say, about crypto, but you sound like a nut when you talk about politics. All good, crypto fam. I don't expect anyone to agree with me because I am JV. I'm different than you. My fingerprints on my fingers are different than you. My calluses on my hands from working out are different than you. And it is what it is. Yeah. Gematria on a whole new level. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. That is very interesting and fascinating. I've been looking into this for a very long time. Enjoy the show. Thank you, Trini. Glad you're enjoying it. I appreciate all the positive feedback. Anyways, fam, I got to wrap up. So now for a recap of what I covered with y'all here in today's show, I discussed the latest technical analysis as Bitcoin rejects the 21-day trend line and Bitcoin currently correcting. We also discussed the very bullish on-chain metric showing Bitcoin set for a much higher pricing, according to crypto analysts. We also discussed the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, Mr. No Clarity Gary, seeking fresh $109 million funding to regulate cryptos Wild West. We also discussed U.S. presidential candidate Robert Kennedy proposing to take back the dollar with Bitcoin and ending taxes on Bitcoin transactions, as well as crypto trader says that a $55,000 Bitcoin price action is on the horizon. I shared his timeline. We also discussed the latest regarding AI, artificial intelligence, having the potential to send the Bitcoin price to over $750,000 per coin, as per Arthur Hayes. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price, realistically, is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below, and I look forward to seeing y'all